I love Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I think it is the best Call of Duty game we've got in a few years. I've spent a good amount of time on the game and I've had, for the most part, fun on this game. But Call of Duty Modern Warfare's multiplayer at this state in time could be described as complete garbage because of one thing that has the fan base split, one thing that is ruining the game for the majority of players: skill-based matchmaking. Let me explain. Hello everyone, I'm UnderwaterPixel and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm doing a different sort of video than I usually do. This video is going to be about something in Call of Duty Modern Warfare which is effectively killing the game and making a lot of players not want to play anymore, including myself. Now, as you can tell by the title and what I just said, I'm going to be talking about none other than skill-based matchmaking, commonly referred to as SBMM for short, and how it is ruining Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm going to talk about what it is, how it's implemented in Modern Warfare, what the problem with it is, and how to fix this. So I'm not going to waste any of your time. Let's get right into the video. But quickly, before we do get into the video, I've never really done this sort of commentary video, if you will, so any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Right, let's get right into it. For those of you who do not know what skill-based matchmaking is, let me explain. It's basically a system in Modern Warfare and many other video games where it will try to match you as a player against other people who the game sees has the same sort of skill level as you. The reason developers will decide to put this in games is to try and make the game as fair as possible. They do this to avoid new players or people who aren't so good at the game going against people who are really good and skilled at the game. So basically they're just trying to make the game fair. Now, as a concept, it seems completely fair, it doesn't seem bad at all, but you'll soon come to realise why it is the worst thing in practice. In every Call of Duty game, there's always been some sort of skill-based matchmaking to make sure games are for the most part fair and less skilled players aren't being put in lobbies with pros. But none of the other Call of Duty games' skill-based matchmaking compares to how big and noticeable it is, and how much of not important, but how just overall noticeable it is in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So now that you know what skill-based matchmaking is, how is it implemented in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I hear you ask? Well, it's pretty simple. According to tests done by popular COD YouTubers, most notably Drifter and the Exclusive Ace, make sure to subscribe to them by the way, they do really good videos, they found skill-based matchmaking doesn't work depending on your KD, which is what I previously thought it did. In fact, it is based on how well you did in your previous game. And I'd like you to think of it as kind of like a tier system. So if you do well in some games, you'll move up higher in the tier and get put against more skilled players. Whereas in theory, if you do worse, you'll get moved down against easier lobbies. And the reason I said in theory is going to be coming in important in this next part of the video. Now, this is the problem with skill-based matchmaking. So the problem with skill-based matchmaking is that if you have a few games where you're just casually playing like me and many others, and you're getting some kills, you're having fun, you're doing well, you'll get moved up this tier system and put into lobbies with harder people. And this is the problem. This is a huge problem if you're like me and just want to casually play the game and have fun, because the people in these lobbies you'll get moved up to are incredibly sweaty. This means as a casual player, I have to be sweaty to compete with these people, to keep just to keep a positive KD ratio. And if I just want to casually play, I don't want to have to go sweaty. I don't want to have to concentrate and go full on sweat mode just to keep KD. I just want to play the game and have fun. Now, I know many of you will just go, oh, you're just bad, get good scrub. But the problem is, as a casual player, and many other people having this problem, is we cannot compete in these sweat lobbies. And it's actually quite funny. I saw a tweet yesterday of some person on Twitter who is having the same problem as me, who doesn't like skill-based matchmaking, saying that every lobby feels like they're playing the Chicago Huntsman. And it's completely true, because I'm just out here trying to casually play with my friends, have some fun, and there's just an enemy team that are complete sweats and think they're playing the COD League. And it's ridiculous. This shouldn't be a problem. I shouldn't be having to play against these sweats. Now, this ties into where I said in theory. Now, you may be thinking that, oh, if you do bad in these lobbies, you'll get moved down into easier lobbies. Well, yes, that should be the case. I would say most people would agree with me here when I say it's truly not the case. I, myself, has been in these sweat lobbies for a few days now, and because I'm playing casually, I'm not doing the greatest. I'll openly admit I'm not doing the greatest against these sweaty players. And yet I'm still not being moved down to easier competition. I'm still in these complete sweatfest of lobbies. And now Call of Duty, sorry, I don't have to say Call of Duty, Season 4 is coming out tomorrow, and by the time this video is up it may already be out. I do not want to have to play sweatingly, if that's even a word. I don't want to have to go sweaty and play competitively against other people when I'm just trying to casually play and enjoy these new maps. I don't want to have to do that. And in these lobbies I've not been doing the greatest, so why have I not been moved down? I went on earlier and I'm still in sweaty lobbies. Why have I not been moved down to easier lobbies? It's ridiculous. So to sum it short, I can't play casually because I'm being put against complete sweats basically. So how can Activision actually fix skill-based matchmaking? Well, most of the Call of Duty community, even myself, would just say get rid of it straight up. But instead of getting rid of it, there is a much easier solution that I thought of. And it is just simply making a ranked playlist. Let me elaborate. So what Activision need to do is remove skill-based matchmaking from all playlists in the game currently. So like your core, your hardcore, Call of Duty League and Warzone as well, because there have been tests in Warzone to prove skill-based matchmaking is it. And what they need to do is make this new playlist, ranked play, and put skill-based matchmaking in there. And in this playlist you could have your competitive game modes like Team Deathmatch, Domination, Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and many more game modes that are competitively played. And then in normal playlists like Core, Hardcore, etc., instead of having skill-based matchmaking to determine who you're played with, you could have like sorry, I can't speak today, I don't know why. You could have the playlist based on who has the best ping and be put up against people who have similar connection to you. And then just keep the skill-based matchmaking in the ranked playlist, if that makes sense. Also, by having a new ranked playlist, this opens up so many new opportunities, such as special rewards and new ranking systems. You could have ranked playlist rank, which is a different sort of rank to your normal rank. And at the end of each season or specific time frame, you can be rewarded on depending what rank you are. Now, obviously, so if you're a better rank, higher rank, you could get better rewards. Now, with a different ranking system, it means skill-based matchmaking is now being used properly, how it's meant to be used, and you could be put up against people who are the same rank as you, instead of what the game thinks is the same skill as you. So then sweats will fight sweats, instead of casual players coming up against sweats, which is how skill-based matchmaking should work. By making these changes, I could actually finally play this game casually, without having to sweat to keep a positive KD. So Activision, if you're watching this, which let's face it, you probably aren't, but for some miracle, if you are watching this, please make these changes the #1 priority. Because although you think most of us play competitively, the majority of the COD fanbase are casual players, and Call of Duty has always been a casual first-person shooter, and not something we should have to play competitively, because it's at the point where we're not having fun in your game. And we're just leaving Call of Duty now. So what's the point of playing your game if we're not going to have fun? So make this, you know what needs to be done. Change skill-based matchmaking. Everyone, if you're watching this, please share this video so Activision can see this, yeah? Change skill-based matchmaking and let us play casually. Stop thinking we are all competitive players, because we want to play your game casually, but because of skill-based matchmaking we can't. You know the changes, make this a #1 priority, because it's got to a point where if this isn't your priority and you're not going to make any changes, loads of us are just going to leave your games. And so far this has been the best COD game in years, so please don't let that get ruined by skill-based matchmaking, please. You know what needs to be done, make the changes. Alright everyone, so that's going to wrap the video up here. Now, I've never really done this sort of commentary / rant video before, but it's got to the point in Call of Duty where I'm just simply not having fun in the game anymore, and Call of Duty just seems so different for me now because of how big of a thing skill-based matchmaking is, and I just think it needs to be changed, along with many other the Call of Duty community. For example, Drifter actually made a video yesterday saying how Warzone is going to get killed to SBMM, and if you look on Twitter, popular Call of Duty veterans like Nadeshot, he's always saying about how skill-based matchmaking is ruining the game. So I just thought it got to the point for me where I thought changes need to be made. Changes do need to be made. I cannot play this game casually anymore, and it's pissing me off to say the least. But yeah, So please like and subscribe, because we are getting close to 500 subscribers. At the time of recording, we're nearly at 420, which is a funny number. So yeah, please make sure to like and subscribe. Also, please make sure to share this video around so Activision can say this and make the changes we want, because they're not going to do any changes without us letting them know. So please make sure to share this. I have many videos coming soon, such as Call of Duty Season 4 videos, so stay tuned. And that's going to wrap it up from me. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated, because I've never really done this sort of video before. And yeah, that's going to be all from me. I've been UnderwaterPixel. See you, gamers.